Hey, how's it going? Quitting alcohol for a year. um, here's today. It's been 31, 32 days since I quit drinking, and I wanted to make a video about podcasts that I listen to, and that I think are really helpful, like with quitting drinking, starting like new, um, um, having something that kind of keeps you busy and like motivated, and it's like you can learn like unlimited amounts of things, and it's totally seems like it's like one of the best ways to spend my time lately if I'm like doing other things at the same time, like a surgery or a root canal or you know, things like that. So this is a list of the podcasts. These are the best podcasts I've listened to. I've listened. I mean, I haven't listened to a lot, but these are the ones that I like a lot. Um, the first one's Mark Maron. I don't know if you Mark Maron. I started listening to him when I would run, and he interviews like actors, comedians, um, writers. He does his podcast out of his garage. He videotaped or did Barack Obama came over in his garage and like did an interview with him, and his podcast is really it's really inspiring because you can hear all the writers and stuff tell their story, how they got to where they got to and what they did to get there. And I mean, it's unbelievable because it's possible. Anybody could do it. Anybody could do anything, you know. um he's one of my favorite ones. There's one podcast called Stuff You Should Know, and also some of these, you know, really help me while I'm working to like something to do. And then they if you're quitting drinking, like they're really there's a lot of some of them, you know, they talk about health and stuff, and I'll kind of get to those ones, but they're all really helpful in like every way that I find. Like, so Stuff You Should Know, they talk about just interesting things like the laws or like murders that happened, and they're fun listen to. I mean, they're two guys that I don't know how they met, but if they're friends or what, but they're really fun to listen to, and just check it out. Alcohol Mastery is really good for quitting alcohol. It seems like he's the most popular person out there for quitting alcohol. I think he's from New Zealand, and like he goes on like walks through the mountains or something, and like records how he quits alcohol or how to quit alcohol. You know, different things that have to do with alcohol, and he's really the pop up there with it and popular. I kind of almost think that making a channel about quitting alcohol and stuff is almost like don't do it. Like, you're not gonna get people that are connected because people don't want to say I'm it's like kind of an alcoholic or I have problems with alcohol, so they don't want to relate themselves to that, or they don't want to quit, you know, because it's really hard to make a decision to quit. And I know it's the best thing like I've ever done right now, and from the past, that really just gets my life moving forward in a positive direction. So I think it's really important, and I think there's so much news out there that says like go, you know, drink 3 beers a night and here's all the health benefits, but really I'm healthier than I was without it. I'm getting in better shape. Everything is better without it. But, you know, you can do what you want to do in life. um Another one is change ability, which I'm not sure why I wrote that, but because I don't listen to it a lot, but I think that's how you reprogram your mind to control yourself. And I'm sure that one I wrote it down because it has had some good podcasts. The Warrior Mind podcast. That's about how to really have self control. I think it kind of comes from Bruce Lee um book, and I haven't checked into it, but it's definitely up there. I mean, it's talking about creative ways and like how to kind of reprogram your mind and what you're check it out. It's like the information you take in and you choose to like allow to kind of have control over you. What do you want, who do you want to be, and how do you want to control it? You have control over your mind. It's really awesome from what I've heard. The ATP project, is about like nutrition, I think, and like how testosterone, epinephrine, different your, like the your body physiology a little bit, and it's like, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like, and it's a lot of, it's, I don't know if it's all doctors on there, but any kind of information kind of gets you thinking. The other one is Eric Berg. He's a doctor. He also makes YouTube videos. He's totally one of the, I think he's hilarious, just how he describes things. And he has a podcast that doesn't work on my phone, but he's uh, really into ketogenic diet, and he's also really into um, intermittent fasting, it seems like. And he has a little chart thing that he like writes down, like, here's how this works and this. And you see his channel coming together if you watch his first videos to last. It's kind of entertaining of his approach to like making his channel better, and he's great to listen to. He's got a ton of information. The anxiety coaches, and this one's really good. Like, it's a lady, and she's a lady. I'm just kidding, but she's really like talks about sleeping, how anxiety that comes with sleep, and just how you can't sleep, and she's covering every topic on PSTD, like everything. And I think that's like really important to hear, because she's one of the connections that she kind of made that I think is really awesome is just being sick and having anxiety, and how those come together, play a role with each other. Because that's like, I mean, if you can believe that, you know if you can eat that apple, it's it's definitely a way to avoid expensive doctor payments and prescription drugs, and kind of heal yourself, which is like, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's Isogenics podcast is about, I think Isogenics is an actual like protein powder or something, but it has people that talk about intermittent fasting and ways to train and stuff, and it's like really, really awesome with all that information. Brain stuff, I'm not too motivated right now, but I wanted to get this out there because I want to kind of give people credit. If my videos ever take off, these people need credit, I believe, because they're all doing something that's like helping people out, overall. So I think it's really good, and it's really good this information is out there. The Isogenics podcast, or the brain stuff, is like short videos that are just kind of, or short podcasts that are just kind of like interesting, like this dolphin his brain is bigger than humans or something. Revision and history is pretty fun to listen to. It's like a guy that he makes like smaller situations sound really interesting, really intriguing. He'll take like a story like, why doesn't McDonald's use its old fat for its fries, but now it uses new stuff, which actually is more causes plaque to build up in your arteries. But we're gonna go through the history of it all, and he sounds kind of like NPR. He's pretty awesome. Hidden Brain, which is from NPR, and he's I forgot his name, but he's like got an accent a little bit from another country. He covers a lot of topics, and they're all believable. I believe every single thing he says. I think that the way he kind of goes about things makes you, be able to believe his opinion, or however the story goes, and it's really like, it's really he's pretty, sounds like he knows what's going on about the stories that he's involved in, or whatever. Hidden Brain, did I say that? Yeah. And then Smart Drug Smarts, and Smart Drug Smarts is one that I really got found by Kratom, and I think Joe Rogan had something to do that got me into it. But Smart Drug Smarts kind of talks about the physiology of your body too, and how chemicals work, and how the reason why I kind of bring up like Smart Drug Smarts, Isogenics, ATP Project, they're all um when I kind of quit drinking, like one of the biggest things for me is like, all right, why do I feel depressed, or why do I feel negative, and what does the chemical alcohol had done overnight that made me put me in this mood, and then why how can I reverse these changes chemically that are gonna affect me just out in public. So the connection to, like, what you put in your body, what you eat, and and how you can use your mind and stuff, like, to fix yourself is all, like, I think kind of essential ways where they go so in depth with it all that it'll help, like, help you figure out how to fix yourself. And if nobody else is around, or you don't have a counselor or drugs or whatever it is that so they're all really awesome. So anyway, those are all the podcasts. These are the best stuff I've came across so far for podcasts. So good luck. Keep quitting drinking. I'm about to go to work and I'm so tired. I don't know if I feel like it today. But good luck.